Hi, everyone. Welcome back to J Moments, bringing you that new math or those new strategies for math as we see in the classrooms today. We're going to continue with multiplication. Remember, if you have any other topics that you would like, go ahead and put them in the chat below. You can also let me know how you like this video. In the last video, just give you some tutorial topics on multiplication for right now. We're going to jump into area models. We already talked on the value method and breaking up our factors. This time we're going to do the area model, which is very, 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 very big in 5th grade math right now. So I don't want to do a lot of talking. Go grab that notebook and pencil and let's get started for today. So we're going to do area models just like I usually do. I'm going to share my screen. Area models, it looks crazy, especially when I first started looking at it, learning how I did with multiplication. Your parents probably are like, what is this? So we're going to do it in about 3 easy steps, and our 3 steps for our area model. So we're doing area model multiplication. So let's write it in there. Area, I can't always spell. Model, right? And we got multiplication. And the area model multiplication method basically just highlights using a box to break up the factors by its values. And then it seems like it's easier for some students to multiply using groups of tens, like hundreds or tens. So tens, 20s, 30s, hundreds, 200, 300. Because it's closer to the 1-digit numbers, and all of our scholars are usually really good with the 1-digit numbers, but they really, really struggle with the 2 digits. So we're gonna keep going with that. So let's get started. Area model multiplication. Our first problem for today is going to be, let's start with something not too hard. Let's do 26 times 34. Okay, so I look at how many digits do I have? I have 2 by 2. That means I need 4 boxes. Let me do that again. That's 2 digits by 2 digits. So that means that I need 4 boxes. So I'm going to create my large box first. And on this side, I need 2. And at the top, I need 2. Altogether, I need 4. First step that we're going to do right now, step number 1, is we are going to break it up. Break it up by its place value. So once we do that, we're going to fill it up. But let's break it up first. Let's break it all the way down. Here we go. So I have 26. So at the top, I'm doing 20, value of the 2, 6, value of the 6. On the side, 30, value of the 3, 4. Right? So I broke it up, the factors, each factor by its place value, and we're good to go. So step number 1 is taken care of. I broke it up. Now for step number 2, we're going to do a little differently here. Step number 2, we're going to fill it up. We got to break it up, fill it up, sum it up. Or break it up, fill it in, add it all together. However you want to do it. I like little sayings to help me remember. So we got to break it up, fill it up, sum it up. So fill it up means I'm actually going to multiply, right, inside the box. So in the first box, almost like a multiplication table. So in the first box, we're going to multiply 20 times 30. And then right across from that, in this box, we're going to be doing 6 times 30, right? Because it lines it up. The boxes at the bottom, we're going to be doing 20 times 4. And then at the box down below, we're going to have 6 times 4. Very nice. So let's get those answers in there. 20 times 30. If you're not good with your tens, look at the digits you see and then get them zeros in there. So I see 3 times 2, which is 6. And then I notice that my factors, I'll have 2 zeros. So my answer is going to be 600. So to utilize this method, yes, you'll have to be good at some of your fast fact skills like tens and your regular multiplication facts. If you're not, you're going to brush up on those or drop a comment down and let me know you need some help with that as well. Next one, we have 6 times 30. I see 6 times 3, which I know is 18. And then I have another 0, 1 0 in there. Again, notice how in the first one with the 600, there were 20 has a 0, 30 has a 0. So that means my answer, my product has to have 2 zeros. 6 times 30, 30 only has 1 0. So I take those numbers I see, those digits, 6 times 3, and then I give it the 1 0. See if you could try it on 20 times 4. So what's 2 times 4? 8. And then how many zeros are in that problem at the end? Yeah, 1. So I got 80. 20 times 4 is 80. Beautiful. Last one, 6 times 4. Counting up by sixes, 6, 12, 18, 24. So this makes it 24, right? Then what we're going to do is we're going to add it all together. So for our final step that we're going to have, step number 3 for area models is definitely going to be sum it up. And if you can't remember the word sum, which means add, you can say add it up. So break it up, fill it up, add it up, break it up, fill it up, sum it up. I like sum because, mathematical term there. All right. So final step, I like to take it 2 numbers at a time. Some people add straight across mentally. I'm breaking this down a little bit more for those that just need to see it a little better before all of that. So the first thing I would add is 600, and I'm writing this vertically, plus 180 gives me 0, 8, 7. All right, I did these. Now I'm going to do 80. So I'm going to add 80 to this answer. Remember, 2 numbers at a time. Don't try to rush it. I know a lot of my students, top mistake they make. 8 plus 8 is 16. Carry the 1. 1 plus 7 is 8. Top mistake is they try to add all 4 or 6 or 10 numbers all at once, and then they make a mistake, and then they have to redo it. So again, 2 numbers at a time should definitely work for you. And then we add 24 to this one. I got 4, got 8, and I got 8. This final answer is, like I told you, always circling those answers for your math teacher so they know where it is, and then so they can check your work. 884, and that is the area model. So let's try one more time with another 2 by 2 before we jump into the 3 by 2, just to make sure we got it all cleared away. All right, here we go. So we're going to keep going. Let's try a different number. Let's try 56 times 18. All right. Step number 1 is break it up. Step number 2, fill it up. And step number 3, add it up. Yes, let's add it all the way up. Here we go. So I notice first, how many digits do I have? So I know how many boxes I need. Well, I have 2 digits by 2 digits. 2 by 2 gives me 4. So I need 4 total boxes in my area model with 2 on each side. So I'm going to draw me a nice little square. Oh, I made it red. Let's keep it red. All right. And on this side, I need 2. Right? We see the 2 numbers. And then on this side, I'm going to need 2. So a 2 by 2 gives me the 4 boxes. So step number 1, break it up. How are we going to break up 56? Yeah, we got 50 and we got 6. How about 18? Breaking it up. I got 10. I got 8. Remember, it's just the value of each digit. The value of that 6 is 6. The value of that 5 is 50. Right? So just break it up. Next step, fill it up. So let's fill it up all together. In this box, I am going to be doing 50 times 10. And if you need to write it in there for the first couple of times, that's a-okay. So we got 50 times 10. 50 times 10 is 500. Nice. How many of you got that out there? Then after that, we're going to be doing 6 times 10 for this part of our area model. And we already know 6 times 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. Love the finger rolls. I'm a fan of the finger rolls, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. We got it. What are we multiplying for this box? We got the 50 times 8. Now 50 times 8, I see 5 times 8, which is 40. And I know I have another 0 there. So that's 400. Great. I hope I'm not moving too fast for you. Next one in this box, we would do the 6 times 8. And 6 times 8, we can count by 6s or we can count by 8s, but I like to, doesn't really matter. So I got 6, 12, 18, 24, 30, 36, 42, 48. So this one is 48. If you're not good at those finger rolls or your fast facts, finger rolls are a really good way to help that. All right, step number 2 is done. So let's take a look at what we've been doing so far. We broke it up. We filled it up. Now it's time to add it up. All right, so let's add it all together. So I have 2 numbers at a time, 500 plus 60. I know some of this you could do in your head, but I like to always make sure I'm accurate. Don't want to make small mistakes. Gives me 560. All right, these 2 are added. Let's do plus 400. If you notice, I check off the ones I add because as the numbers get larger, you're going to have more boxes. And sometimes we forget a box or we add it twice. So I always try to check it off. I'm very big on making sure I double check myself. And you should too. 0 plus 0 is 0. 6 plus 0 is 6. 5 plus 4 is 9. Last one is plus 48. Make sure those place values are lining up. I have 0 plus 8 is 8. 6 plus 4, 10. 1 plus 9, another 10. Final answer is 1,008. Circling that answer for your teacher because she loves it. All right. I hope that was good. We finished that last step. We broke it up, filled it up, and then added up. We're going to do the same steps, but now we're going to go into larger numbers with some 3x2. Let's try it out. Here we go, getting started. Give you a chance to get your notebook ready. We're going to now work on 167 times 25. Looking good, looking good. All right, so counting my digits to know how many total boxes I definitely should have. I have 3 by 2. So 3 by 2 means I should have about 6. I should have 6 boxes. So on one side, I should have 3. So I'm going to do it at the top. So I'm going to draw my rectangle or my big box. And I'm going to put 167 at the top. So I'm going to make sure 2 lines makes 3 spaces. And then at the bottom or on the side, I'm going to have 2 for the 25. All right, again, step number 1, we are going to do what? What are we doing first? What are we doing? Come on, I know you remember. Yeah, step number 1 is to break it up. So I'm gonna break it up right here, right now. And I have 167. Value of the 7, value of the 6, value of the 1. And on the side, I got 25, breaking it up. I got 20, and then I got 5. Very, very nice. All right, looks like step number 1 is taken care of for us. So now we're on step number 2, which was fill it up for our area models. So this time I'm not going to write when I'm multiplying inside, just say space a little bit. We should be good to go. So I'm doing 20 times 100 here. So 20 times 100. So I see 2 times 1, which I definitely know gives me 2. And then I notice I have 3 zeros, so that would give me 2,000. Very nice. You know what? Let's make it red. Let's see what we got here. Hold that thought. So it's a little better for you guys. So we got 2,000. Next, I have 60 times 20. Well, 6 times 2 is 12. And then it looks like I got 2 zeros there. So I'm going to add, gives me 1,200. Then I got 7 times 20. Well, 7 times 2 is 14. I got a 0 there. Final answer is 140. All right, let's finish at the bottom of our area model. We should be good to go. All right, at the bottom, I got 100 times 5, which gives me 500. 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. Now I got 60 times 5. 6 times 5 is 30. It looks like I got a 0 there. Gives me 300. Final one, I have 7 times 5. You should do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. And we're looking good right now. All right, so we were able to fill it up. And then that last step we have, and we're gonna say sum it up, which also means add it up. All right, and you know me, I like to add it 2 numbers at a time. Gives me, make sure I'm good to go. So I'm going to do 2,000 plus 1,200. Got these zeros, this is 2, this gives me 3. Done and done. Plus 140. Go ahead and keep solving while I solve mine. And we'll see if you get the same answer. That's how I like to work it out, my tutories. All right, I'm moving on to the 500. Hopefully you're there. So far, so good, I hope. Now we're gonna move on to the 300. I'm gonna run out of space, so I'm gonna move it over. So I got 4,140 plus my last partial product of 35. Final answer is 4,175. Now, loving the circled answer, because look at all that work, right? And it gets a little messy. Circling that answer for the teacher, they're going to love you. All right. So that was a 3x2 area model. I hope that was also very helpful for you. And I'll give you one more problem. And in the next video, I'll give you the answer and see if you did really, really well. So we have 482 times 12. See if you got that written down. Try it out on your own. I'll get you started just so you have your big box. Looks like we got 3 digits, meaning I need 2 lines, 2 digits, 1 line. All right, get and start breaking it up, fill it up, and add it up, and we should be good. I hope that was very helpful for area models, and I hope that it helps with your homework and your classwork. Parents, I hope that it helps to help you have these new strategies and ideas and not to get flustered because they are asking for us to teach our students these different strategies. Again, if you have a topic that you would love to have on our sessions, please drop it in the comments below. If you have any feedback, I love that as well. Remember, keep it positive. I love feedback, but always keep our community positive and make sure that everybody feels safe and secure in this spot. I am so happy again to be here. If you really like it, don't forget to subscribe so you get the next couple of videos. And then like this one, share, give it to some friends or some parents you know might be struggling with those math topics. Until then, it's another math day, and I cannot wait to see you again later. You have a good day, and bye.